Hey everybody, this is Retro Challenge Gamer, and we are just moving right along. When I first got this game, I was building a level a day, sometimes two in one day. It was madness. Drawing inspiration from Yoshi's Island Jungle Forest levels, I wanted to create a trick-track platform challenge similar to what I had remembered in my distant past when I played the game as a kid. I don't think it is as faithful to what I had in my head, but this was probably a step up in difficulty to what I have made in previous two levels. So sit back and enjoy Forest Track Frenzy, one of my less popular levels, if likes and play counts is anything to attest. And right off the bat, we are introduced to the platforms that will be making the bulk of the gimmick of this stage. And like before, in the first stage, Airship Origin, I'm trying to use the on-off switch blocks. I still don't think I am skilled enough or smart enough to come up with any sort of puzzles regarding these, but I did my best to test this portion right here so that you can get through it and still feel like there's tension, that you're just barely making the whole challenge there without getting sliced and diced by the skewers. And that is actually your first power-up in the level, so if you got hit before that, that was an instant kill for you. Now this part right here, this part, even to this day, I'm still not entirely happy with it. I did my best to test it over and over again and make sure that everything was doable and you could avoid all the spin pinwheels. I don't even know what they're called, actually. To this day, I still don't think I have the timing down perfectly. Like, you're supposed to step to the edge of that and then jump over and around that one, but I got hit anyway. And this next one, it's kind of like the same deal, but you can also use the pipe there to avoid it. I just think I could have planned this out better, even though I spent like 3 to 4 hours on this one section alone. Even with all that planning and testing, I still think I could have done better. Definitely one of the hardest things I've done so far, and this is the third stage. Small little secrets up here before you go to the next section, which is a stark contrast from this section. Surprise, now you're underwater for some reason. I do later take this force water combo and make, in my opinion, a far better level out of it when I switch over to the Super Mario World theme. As I said before, these Super Mario Bros. U type levels, they were kind of my experimental phase as I was learning the editor and figuring out what was what. So when we start downgrading, as you could say, then things start bumping up in quality. Yeah, this was definitely a section that I was trying to force the player to work around the spike pinwheels and use the on-off blocks. Still not very intuitive use of them, but I'm kind of happy with how this whole area turned out. Yeah, this part of the stage is really hard without being Fire Mario, that's for sure. And to add insult to injury, if you happen to lose Fire Mario and you're like, ooh, question block, let's see what's inside. Nope, it's just a mushroom. That's all the help I give you at this point. Which is good, because you're actually at the end of the level at this point. Just one small trick-track trek, and you're done. Now here I get caught, but you're supposed to do a series of 2 small jumps, and I overshot yet again. Yeah, 2 small jumps will get you over those 2 pinwheels one last time, and then you beat the level.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Again, spoilers if you don't want to know alternate routes, secrets, or pink coin locations. So the first one is actually at the start, like most of my pink coin secret hideouts. Wait for this to go all the way to the end, and then run and jump, and you have your first pink coin. You can just drop here, avoid those pinwheel traps altogether, and of course your first power-up, so you're still at the mercy of dying in one hit. But yeah, you can get a small little coin here and access to a secret area. And just in case the switch was in the wrong position, I put a switch there to make sure the blocks, so it was a one-way path. Yeah, this drops you into the spikes if you don't twirl off to the left here and grab the fire flower. And in case you didn't want to go that way, you could actually continue onward and enter this pipe. No real secret, it's just a path from one section to the next. And like before, there isn't really any rhyme or reason to the color of the pipes just yet, so still learning that. This seems like a pretty logical place to put a red coin, in my opinion. And I'm actually going to show you what's extra up here that I couldn't do on the main run. A one-up for your troubles. Then the rest of the secrets is past that first section. Obviously there was a route up here which were blocked by bonefish. You get a coin and a 10 block coin for your efforts. This is a little tricky, and I will say it probably took me maybe 10-15 minutes of testing to make sure I got that section just right, so even it was doable for even me. Because as you can tell already, I'm not the best Mario player. And if it's hard for me, then I kind of tweak it until it's just barely beatable by me, and then if it's like, oh, if I can beat it, then anyone else can too. It's perfect! And the final two secrets of the stage. The last coin, which even now 3 levels in, still does nothing. And of course, one of the rare 50 coins I put in my levels. Even gives you a firework to boot. And that is Forest Track Frenzy. The quality of the levels only increases from here.